Transformer. They are probably the largest privately owned transformer manufacturing company in North America. Overall market share is probably about number 3 or number 4 in terms of overall market share. So 4 years ago, we started the journey of looking at how do we look at other different markets coming up, emerging markets. So electric vehicles charging was one of them. We put together the strategy, the business plan, and we started kind of operating within Virginia Transformer. But soon realized that the go-to-market was different. That's why we created a whole new business called AK Power Solutions. We are headquartered in Virginia, in Roanoke, Virginia. Mr. Allen just talked about it, but we are proud to be in that state. Our charter is to look at how do we come up with plug-and-play solutions for EV charging stations. So we have a small plant in Roanoke, Virginia, alongside our sister company, Virginia Transformer. We are owned by the same owner. Virginia Transformer was also our CEO in addition to being the CEO of Virginia Transformer. We have engineering facilities in the US, Mexico, and India. And we also have a manufacturing facility, as I said, in Roanoke. To think about, this is going back to all the presentations we just heard, the actual implementation of an EV charging station is pretty complex. So if you think about it, you have to be able to procure several different types of components. Component lead times can be very high. Our customers tell us that utilities are out 2 years in terms of providing transformers. And it could be different with different utilities. Switchgear lead times are probably in the order of about 18 months to 2 years. So from the time you want to actually start planning a station to when you actually implement it or start energizing it, you're looking at 2+ years. So that's a lot of lost revenue. I talked about different components. So you get all these different, so you manage to collate all this equipment together into a site, and then you realize things don't fit. So then the poor installer is trying to figure out how do we make all of these complex components fit. So that's a lot of pain. Someone has to project manage the whole procurement process. And that can be very complex. If you look at the construction, you have separate pads for transformers, you have separate pads for switchgear, and when I mean pads, I mean a concrete pad where the power comes out through. You have a lot of conduit, you're doing a lot of digging and trenching. So it's a lot of pain trying to bring together all of these different things together and be able to energize a EV charging station at the end of the road. So we thought, okay, this seems pretty complex. So coming from the transformer side, we had some ideas about how do we convert power. So we said, okay, we want to be able to come up with plug-and-play solutions for electric vehicle charging stations, charging providers, fleets, truck charging as a service, charging as service providers, ports, airports, you name it. So we looked at the whole problem and looking at lead times, looking at the complexities of installation, looking at the complexities of procurement, we decided to come up with one integrated solution integrating transformers and switchgear. So if you look at this particular slide, on the bottom, you have a traditional, what we call a stick-built approach, where you have once you have the utility drop, you have a pad-mounted transformer, you have a meter, you have switchgear, low voltage switchgear distributing the power to the DC fast charging stations, power modules. So we took a look at it and said, okay, why can't we put all of them together into one single unit, which we call the integrated power module. So to take away all the pain of procurement, take away all the pain of integration, we actually assembled this into one single unit and ship it completely factory assembled. Technically, it can be installed in a day. That's too much plug for our products, but hey, it makes your life simple, right? So it takes out all the complexities, no multiple vendors, no delays, you're not looking at 2 years. We actually are able to supply this in 24 to 28 weeks, so less than 6 months. If you think about the CapEx and the OpEx, we are providing a solution which takes out a lot of the construction problems, a lot of the integration problems, so overall total cost of install is much lower. So we started looking at these kind of solutions, and we've been, fairly successful.